We are on now. Hey, you guys, we're back. Look who we have with us. We got Breezy Bree and Deja.
Hey.
Yeah, so I'm back at the shop. It is that time. If you guys don't know me, I am Frederica. I'm the host of Win Women in Business. But I've been doing a series with Bree, and we're calling it The Lock Journey because as you guys can see, I am on my lock journey. If you watched our last episode, I literally took the wig off. I took the wig off. I had to come out the wig, and I've had a lot of people say different things like, well, you should have tried human hair, or you could have done this, or you should have done that. And not that any of those things were wrong, but they were wrong for me personally because I was going through what I'm considering an identity crisis, meaning I didn't know who I was. So I literally had to take the wig off. And I want to share this with you guys. When I took that wig off, I wasn't just taking a wig off. I was actually taking off the hoarding. I was taking off the domestic violence. I was taking off the grief, the loss, the depression, the anxiety. I was shedding off all those past hurts that had hurt me. And I was saying, it's okay, Frederica, deal with those things. And when you learn to love yourself, then you can move forward. And so that's what I'm doing in this season. So I just want to thank Bree, who has just been so inspirational to me. Not only like in my hair, my family's hair, but she has just been encouraging and motivating me with her youthful knowledge. Bree, go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself, the name of your shop, and what you do.
Hello, everyone. The name of my business is True Healthy Locks and More, and I do braids, locks, twists, anything in the natural hair field. So contact me on Instagram at True Healthy Locks _more, on Facebook Breezy Bree or True Healthy Locks and More, and that's how you get in contact with me.
So we also have with us Shadeja, and she is the owner of A Hair Day, and we are located. They're both located at the Millennium Beauty Bar. What is it? One Chick Springs Road, Bree?
Yep, One Chick Springs Road.
Okay. And so these ladies are here. What are your hours? I guess you can call them or contact them for their hours.
I have all hours. I'm available anytime, but you have to let me know in advance.
Yeah,
I have more of a set schedule. I'm a Tuesday through Saturday, but Saturdays are like half days. I'm usually out of here by 12.
We're loving the hearts. We're loving the hearts.
And it's okay. And then usually during the week, I try to be out of here about 4 o'clock-ish. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, we've been in here, and I always have a good time when I'm here in the shop. But we've just been talking about different topics, and we got a great topic for you guys today. And by the way, I told you guys we're going to start doing a series called The Lock Journey. If you want to participate, because one of the things that's missing in our community is we're not talking about things that's going on in our community. So one of our topic today is about being blunt. It's okay to get blunt. People get all in their feelings. We were watching little things, people getting upset, fighting, killing, all kind of crazy things are going on in our world today, and it's because people don't have truth. Well, I didn't choose the topic today. Deja did, and I'm going to let her explain to you a little more about why we chose the word. Our word of today is blunt.
So hi again, everyone. My name is Shadeja. I do go by Deja. I chose the topic blunt because the question was asked if I had to choose one word to describe myself. I would say that I'm very blunt and I'm honest, and that could also be taken into a negative connotation. A lot of people can't handle someone being blunt.
Yes.
And I just personally believe that at the day and age that we're at, a lot of people are coddled. I understand being more sensitive to someone's feelings, but sometimes you just need to hear the truth, and not necessarily meaning that my truth is always correct, but it's also to help you self-reflect.
Yeah,
it's true to me.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it. That's what I was even saying about my wig. It had to come off. And believe me, I love the way I look in my wig. Deja just finished up her head, and she had my color, y'all. I wanted that to have some. I wanted to go like, I want some of that weave down to my tail too. But anyways, the wig is off. The truth is out. But I wanted to add on to something what you were saying, Deja. Part of the reason that I kind of went through depression is because I wasn't myself, because I didn't feel free to speak my truth anymore. Anybody who knows me from my past, I've always been very vocal, very bold with my statements, and I didn't do it to hurt other people. I did it because I was like, oh, it's the truth. There is a median in between where you kind of have to be tactful and you have to have the truth. But my point is, I stopped speaking my truth because I was I felt like a lot of people were offended by the things that I was saying, and in that season of my life, I didn't have the confidence to speak my truth anymore. Did you guys want to add anything to
Yeah,
that?
I will add to that. When I was a lot younger, a lot of the times it was always like, I had an honest conversation with my mom about when I'm able to speak up or say how I feel, it's always a hush, I said what I said, and I learned that that's a trigger for me now. Now that I'm older and I can like self-reflect and say like what really triggers me and bothers me, I don't like to be shushed. I don't like to be shut up pretty much or say that my opinion isn't valid. So that going through postpartum and just like transitioning into my career and becoming a young adult, a lot of things I had to realize that in order for me to fulfill my position or my duty here, I need to be able to speak my mind and say what I need to say and not necessarily come from a hurtful place or be mean, but I owe it to myself and to be honest with you and to me.
And you need people in the world like that anyways. Like, you don't want nobody to lie to you all the time. Just to protect your feelings. Sometimes, like they just said, you need to hear the truth. To self-reflect.
And it really doesn't help you as a person to grow. When somebody's always just saying all the good stuff and you don't, so then you're limited and you don't know what you need to work on.
You think you're growing, but really you're at a standstill because you're not
You're
growing.
hindering your own growth. Because then when somebody does finally come along and all you've been told is good things, you're shutting down. You can't handle anything that's not gonna boost you or encourage you.
Yeah, Deja, I don't know if you can see that comment. Do you want to step a little closer and see what we have a couple comments, and I'm not sure what they're saying. And we thank you
Roxanne
guys.
said hello,
What's up, Roxanne?
and then it's just telling us a few of the people who are watching.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you guys watching. Like you said, we're gonna also share with you guys something that Bree has going on, something she's a part of, and she's helping out. If we can, we got 2 cameras going on here. Y'all gonna give a shout out to somebody?
Alicia, hey girl, hey
What's
boo.
up, Alicia? Let's talk
Hey,
Alicia
y'all.
real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Here she go right here. Uh-oh.
What's
Boom.
up, Stank?
Lacia on there, Jess on there too, so tell her
Oh, what's up?
What's up,
Hey,
Jazz? I see
girl.
Jazz, Jakina. I'm gonna see. What's up, Miss Sandra? That's the only people I see right now. But hey to everybody.
If we
else.
didn't say hey to you, we appreciate you guys watching. Yep. But Bree is a part of. Bree, tell me a little bit about this. Respect yourself.
Respect yourself. So we're
August
doing a
the
back to
6th.
school drive. Okay, we're doing a back to school drive, and you go to
I'm gonna put this phone over here, Bree, so
respectyourself.com.
so
Okay.
everybody can.
You go to respectyourself.com and register your kids. You don't have to keep going through. If you have more than one kid, you do it all at the same time. So please go and sign your kids up. We're gonna have basketball, food, face painting, just a whole day of stuff. We got 200 book bags full of stuff we're giving back. So please come out and have a good time.
I've already registered
you
my
go.
kids for it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. Did you give me the address,
And your
Bree?
kid, it's
101.
101 St. Matthews Lane, Spartanburg, South Carolina. It's about 5 minutes from the mall, from Haywood Mall.
Is that Haywood, Bree? Is Haywood Mall in Greenville? Or
Yeah,
Spartanburg?
Haywood Mall in Greenville.
Okay. Okay, though. So yeah, you guys do not want to miss it. If you know some kids, bring them out. It's free, but you do have to register for that. So back to our word of the day. How we got to this word of the day? It's blunt. So if you guys have watched my podcast, like I said, I'm the host of Win Women in Business. I'm also on YouTube under Frederica, spelled Fred Erica Hutchison. I know all the hearts. We are loving all the hearts and all the love. Under Frederica Hutchison Wins, you can find these podcasts and other podcasts One of the subjects that I always talk about is depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress, because those are things that I personally went through myself, and I was able to come through it with the help of God. I didn't do it by myself, but I was able to come through it. And so now part of what I want to do is make sure I let other people know that you can make it out. But it's not just, going through the things that I've gone through. We all go through things in life. And part of the problem is people are not talking about these things that we're going through, and women and men are thinking, I'm the only person that's ever gone through this. And so, yeah, y'all want to add
People
in?
are shy about what they go through in life, not realizing everybody goes through something, and you just might not know what the next person is going through. Me personally, I don't like to talk about what I'm going through. I like to get through it and then talk about it. But honestly, it's good to sometimes talk about things.
I think
of
that
the next person.
I was just gonna say, I just think that comes from, again, the way we were raised. A lot of times it's always what happens in our household stays in our household.
Yes.
So you speaking about something with your friend, even if you're just venting, it's like, oh, I can't really talk about it because they're not privy to this information. Even though I'm struggling, I can only speak about it with the people in my household, and everybody's experiencing that same situation in a different way, and they can't really fully understand your
My
perspective either.
business is my business. Yeah, that whole mentality. And we have people who are literally dying, people who are committing suicides, and nobody's talking about it. We don't talk about mental health in our community, and none of us are mental health professionals, but all of us are friends, family, mothers, and
we are therapists being a hairstylist.
No, seriously. Just not certified.
We're not certified.
But we just want to let you guys know that we're going to be talking about different topics that's going on in our community. We're going to be having little meet and greets here at the shop when I have my locks done. So if you want to join us, you can chime in and comment, add topics that you want to hear about, and or you can hit me or Bree up and let us know. Next time we want to be sitting there beside you guys while you're doing the podcast. So
yeah, if you're interested, just let me know. We'll get it situated.
I think we got a comment.
Okay, we got a comment.
Alacia said, yeah, because my mom will not play about keeping business in the house. This generation is different.
Oh, yeah. This generation, I'm going to tell you guys something. So these two ladies here are the same age as my daughter, and are right there in the same age group. And your generation don't play. I absolutely love it because, yeah, I must have been ahead of my times because I used to say whatever I felt like. But then again, like I'm telling you, because I got so much pushback, I eventually became silenced because I was people always had so much to say about what I said, but I wasn't lying about it. I was just, saying what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I do love your generation because y'all are just amazing. Y'all are bold. And speaking of which, that just goes right into our word. So for you guys who have not watched my podcast, When Women in Business, what I do is acronyms. I'm like an acronym queen. I love to take words, make other words out of them. Yes, I know it's nerdy, but you know what? That's me. And I'm going to embrace every aspect of myself in this season. So we're going to play this little game, and our word is blunt. And so the B for me is bold. Your generation is so bold. So the B in blunt for me means bold. I love the fact that your generation is so bold. Y'all are saying enough is enough. I'm not going to be discriminated against. I'm not going to be hated. I'm not going to be any of those things. If I have an opinion, I'm going to speak it. I'm going to speak my truth. So what are you guys thinking, and what's your B in the word blunt?
I can't. It doesn't matter.
I'm going to pick. Go.
Okay. My B was balance. For me, I think that balance is essential for us to, again, grow and also kind of get ourselves out of this euphoria that we tend to create in our own head. We can create and imagine whatever life we want, and then we have someone being honest, being blunt. It kind of brings you back to reality to say, okay, I need a good balance. You can't continue to live inside this world you created.
Yeah, I call it like it's not, I don't want to just say a lie. I think some people are kind of delusional.
Fantasy.
Perfect word. They have this fantasy world that they have created, and it's like this imaginary because there's not a lot of truth in it, and they don't want truth in it. So again, that's why this word blunt is so on point. Bree, what's your B?
My B for blunt was brave, because even to be blunt, you have to be a brave soul to be able to say whatever you want and not care about the opinion of others.
Yes, and that's really really hard. That's really hard to do.
Because people always have something to say, whether you're doing good or bad.
Yeah, they're gonna always have their opinion. So you guys are exactly right. You have to have that balance, and you have to be brave. So anything else for B? Are you ready to move on? Okay.
Move on.
So the next letter in the word blunt is L. So for me, my L is listen. Um, I've I believe that you have to speak your truth, but you also have to listen sometimes too. And then going back to your word, you kind of have that balance in between. So L for me was listen. What about you, Bree?
Legacy.
Why
Legacy.
legacy?
Focus on your legacy.
Oh, yes.
Care about your legacy and your family's legacy or whatever. If you don't have a family that with a legacy, start one or something. Just be big on legacy.
I'm gonna share this again too, Bree. Oh, did I cut you off? I'm sorry.
No, you could.
I was just gonna add, and we were having this conversation off screen earlier, and I told you guys this generation is just so bold, and I'm loving them. But my daughter, for me, I appreciate the fact that when I went through my depression, and I wasn't the same mother that I was to her. I have 3 generations of kids. That she has come back, and I told Bree I noticed that about her too. Family is so important, and parents out there that are listening who are my age. If you did it right and you instilled it in them, guess what? They're going to come back and they will take care of you and help you with with the rest of your family too. So I appreciate that. What are you thinking over there, Deja?
My L was love. Just speaking from personal experience, again, I am very misunderstood, and my bluntness seems to come off as an attack, and I don't want anyone to think that I'm attacking them because I'm usually quick to say whatever it is, and I have to take a step back and think like, okay, I need to work on my delivery so that they know that I'm coming from a place of love. So that's my L, which is love. Now I think we got a few comments.
Okay, we got a few comments.
Let me see. I'm late tuning in. What was the word?
The word is blunt.
Blunt. Alicia said her B was busy or basic. She said, I'm happy being basic.
Love it, love it. What else we got?
Alicia's L was legendary.
Legendary.
Okay.
Okay. Same thing. That go with me.
Legendary. Legacy. Okay.
I love those. You guys, we have to leave something behind. We have to leave something behind, and a lot of times it's the truth. If you can't leave nothing else, my thing's gonna be leave the truth, y'all. Leave the truth. You'll be saving yourself and your family a lot of heartache in the future.
For real.
Yeah. So we're gonna go on to the next letter. The next letter is U, and my U. Matter of fact, I'll let you go first. What's your U?
Okay. My U is unexpected. A lot of the times when we need a reality check or a grab bag, it's always unexpected. You don't never really technically prepare for something to snap you out of it. So I just feel like always expect the unexpected. Can't really always technically, but try your best. Again, that's a lot of that is being in tune with yourself and keeping a realistic mindset.
My U was unique. So kind of like the other letters with the word blunt, you have to be really unique. A lot of people, it's almost a lost art and a lost skill to be blunt. And when we say blunt, you guys, what we mean is just honest, just truthful, just stating the facts. And so to me, I think it's very unique, but it shouldn't be. But I think when you turn on the TV or you listen to people, they're so consumed with what it looks like that they're not actually operating in reality. Like we were saying earlier, fantasy. So we're going to encourage you to be unique and to start, seeking your truth. That's the only way. If you're going through depression, again, I'm not a counselor. I'm telling you what brought me out. It was the truth. It was the truth. This is me looking in the mirror and me identifying and saying these are the issues that I have. And I can be honest and say for years I blamed a lot of stuff on my husband. And today, now, not that my husband wasn't wrong about a lot of things, but what I can say about that is there's 2 sides to every story, and 9 times out of 10, we had a part to play in it too. So assuming responsibility for your part is important, not for other people's stuff, but for your own. Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay.
We got more comments?
Yeah, let's read them.
No, we don't. I'm just checking. We
Okay.
good.
Well, my U was underdog because, well, yeah, I am the underdog most of the time. But being blunt and being the underdog takes you far in life.
I don't,
Saying what you have to say, regardless of how you're viewed
I
and what
don't,
they think.
oh, I keep on cutting you off. Forgive me. Forgive
Go
me.
ahead, you good.
No, I was just gonna say I don't think that you're the underdog, but one thing that I do love about you is that you always watch out for the underdog, and I think that that's one of the things. That's one of the things that
Well,
I
I
love
said
about
that because
you.
I looked at the definition and it said like basically underdog is the person that they don't expect to win.
Oh
The
wow.
person that they least expect to win. And I was that for a long time, and that's why I look out for the other people, for people who's under me, people who haven't experienced what I experienced. That's why I push so hard for those people because I know what it feels like, and I didn't have nobody doing that for me like that.
See, but I like that also because so many times people forget where they came from, and once they get on top, it seems to me like
And
they're
I've never been that person.
me either. Me either. I haven't. But yeah. So anything else you want to add to you guys, you
No.
ladies?
No.
Okay. Well then we're just gonna keep on moving on. If you guys like a word or you want to add a word, you want to add a topic, please make sure that you comment, make sure you like, make sure you share, and also check out my page. And I'll take a moment right now to let you guys know that I have a podcast, but Bree is gonna have a separate podcast soon.
Let's go.
Let's
And
go,
we're about to
Bree.
we're gonna be talking about all type of things.
Let me
Like,
tell you
You
guys,
ain't gonna know what to expect. We're gonna have everybody.
It's-
Everybody in the city is gonna be on there.
it's
Who's
gonna
going
be
to?
awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I see some hearts, some likes, some thumbs up. Yes, it's gonna be amazing. So I can't wait. I already know it's gonna be nice. Speaking of nice, that's my end for blunt. It's nice. And I chose nice because I always thought that I was a nice person. I had a friend or two said, Frederica, you weren't nice. And it wasn't that I wasn't nice. She did. I said she, but there was a couple of them said you weren't nice. And it wasn't that I wasn't nice. It was that I was honest. And people are not, like we said earlier, people are not always. They can't always. They don't know how to handle.
Accept the truth.
Thank
Or
you, Bree.
handle it.
They can't handle the truth. So I'm gonna continue to be nice, continue to be yourself, and I always try to help other people. But at the end of the day, I also try to be honest, mainly with not necessarily other people, but mainly with yourself. What's your end, Bree?
My end is nifty, and it means affectionate. So, being blunt or whatever, hopefully you affect somebody in a positive light. And if you have been affected or whatever, you feel like somebody was being rude, just try to get some understanding before you just get all mad and in your feelings. Please get out your feelings. Get out your feelings.
Yeah. What you thinking, Deja?
My end was naive, and I just want to read the definition. It says, of a person or action showing lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment. I believe that a lot of people, they do not have the lack of experience. They've probably been in several situations. I think it's just more so the lack of judgment, not even the wisdom, because you can be around someone who will pour into you and give you wisdom. It's just a lack of judgment, whether you choose to acknowledge and accept the wisdom they've given you and you utilize it and actually apply it to real situations. So I think a lot of people are naive in their own way. And again, that's just what everyday life situations. There could be someone, I'm just throw out a crazy example. You could see someone literally cheating on the test every single day and you're naive and like, oh no, they're not. They're just doodling or something. Just something crazy, and that's just naive because it's literal foolishness.
Right in your face.
I mean, that it's just foolishness to me.
Yes.
But again, it's human trait.
Yeah.
I think it's just something we're born with, but I also think that we have to fight to grow out of that so that we can all grow individually and together.
That's why you have to educate yourself. Like, educate yourself and try to grow as much as you can. There's no limit on growing. You can be 99 years old and still learning things. And plus, life is always constantly changing anyway, so try to change and adapt. Don't get stuck.
Oh yeah, because if you were at the same place that you were 20 and 30 or even a year ago.
Yeah, even a year ago. Like,
Yeah.
get out of that space. You scrolling on Facebook, you scrolling on Instagram, you on all this stuff, go and educate. Get you a book or something to read. Pick that up. Try to something. They got online books. If you like being on your phone, okay, you can read you a paragraph.
I'm gonna tell you
Or
what,
something.
Bree, with you saying that, I love to learn from YouTube and the different other channels out there.
Especially YouTube.
So, you know,
TikTok, you can learn from
yeah,
it.
my thing is, if you're out there and you're spending, wherever you're spending your time at,
Be
is
productive.
also where you should be making your money at. So if you're not making money from it, then really what are you doing? I mean, I don't know, that's just my personal thing, but my time to me is like gold these days. And I've wasted a lot of time in my life. I'm a little older than most of the people, everybody in this room, you should add it together. I'm older than most. But I've learned over the years that time is valuable. You do not get it back. Use that time to learn something. Use that time to give back to somebody, because you guys, somebody said legendary and somebody else said legacy. You want to be able to leave something with yourself. You might not be thinking about it, you know, in your early teens or 20s, but when you get my age, you're starting to think about that kind of stuff. So make sure you're leaving something, and particularly giving back to the younger generation. I'm loving being in this room with you two ladies. The next letter is the T in our word today, a blunt, is truth. And I think we've had so much truth, dropped so many nuggets. We are hoping you guys are picking them up. If you missed it, go back and watch it, because not just this podcast, but previous ones we've done, we are sharing with you guys things, our truths, our knowledge, our experiences, and we're not just doing this for popularity. We're doing this because we want to be able to educate some people and help some people. We got some more comments, Stacia?
Yeah, Alicia said my tea is toxic.
Ooh.
Removing all toxic situations and people forever.
I love it. I love it. And it's so true. I've been on my healing journey maybe for the last 2 years. And you do have to take toxic people out your life. And you also, Bree, in a moment, we're going to show you guys what Bree has been working on and working with. Because up here she was working with, and back here she's working on. But yeah, so as part of my healing process, I have definitely had to not only remove people, but I even had to remove some of my own negative thoughts, you guys. A lot of times the toxic thoughts come from, you know, we were talking earlier about family. They say things to you like, oh, you bad, or you're stupid, or, you know, all kind of different stuff you might hear growing up. And people, oh, you're hot, you're fast, whatever it is that you heard. Just because your mama or your cousin or your auntie them said it does not make it true. The truth is the truth. You have to define who you are, and you get to define who you're going to be as well. So, go ahead, Bree.
I was about to say, Laisha, I like the fact that you added forever at the end, because sometimes you can get them out of your life or whatever, and then you start feeling like bad, or you're curious to what's going on, and you double back. So I like the fact that you said forever part.
And I just want to add a comment to what Frederica said. I've seen, this has been a couple weeks ago, but there was this clip from this young adult. She was speaking out at this event, and she stated that your family is one of your first bullies, because they are the people close to you. They are who you are surrounded by every day, and as soon as there's a negative comment, they are the first to tear you down. So family will be your biggest hater, your biggest enemy. And just because they're already pretty much in your inner circle, they get to experience you in a different way. But you have to be strong, again, define who you are, and stand firm on your decision. And I said for my T, which was teach, they were speaking about educating yourself. You have to be accepting to someone teaching you or you teaching them. It's just having an open mind, again, being accepting, being receptive to the information, being receptive to situations. Just again, it really all boils right down to honesty. You have to understand the honest truth in the situation.
Truth, yes, definitely. Well, we guys hope you have learned something today. We have enjoyed ourselves. We're going to be doing this again. If you missed it, we're going to be doing this. We're going to call this series The Lock Journey. If you want to be a part of the Lock Journey, just hit one of us up. Let us know you would like to be a part of it. We're just going to be here in the shop. We're going to be talking about real world issues. If you have a topic that you want us to talk about, please let us know. We are here for you guys. We're healing, we're learning, and we want to bring you along with us. I want to just let you guys know that I do my Win Women in Business podcast the first and the third Wednesday of every month. This month I will be doing it on the fourth week of the month, which will be July the 27th. My special guest will be Stephanie, and we have some great topics in store for you guys. We're going to be talking about first steps in relinquishing control. I'm telling you guys, I can't wait. I learned every episode about something different about myself, something that's helping me grow. So you guys come along on the journey with me and join in. And again, you can find me on Facebook, on Win Women in Business, and also on YouTube, Frederica, spelled Fred, Erica, no K, Hutchinson, wins. Thank you guys for joining in. You ladies want to add any final words or thoughts?
No. Just love on yourself, be patient, have grace. It's not going to be an overnight change.
My bad, y'all. I have faith in yourself. Oh, I gotta show y'all her hair.
The goal is to be better than you were the day before. And that's it.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Don't leave yet. I gotta show y'all. I have to show y'all what I've been working on. Right here, okay. Boom. Before. This is before. These are micro locks that I started. Let's get into it. She said she wanted to look like this.
That's how I want to look. That's how my hair's going to be.
So yeah, we're gonna get there. Hey Kim, how you doing, Kim? I saw that you called me. I'm sorry. I've been very busy. I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna try to remember to call you today.
Okay, you guys. So again, we thank you for joining us for the lock journey. We're going to continue to, my hair's going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to grow. And hopefully you guys are out there growing with us. Okay, until next time, tell them peace out. What's up? Peace.